break up, make up, break up for real. And then you kind of get to a point where you're just like, well, I don't really expect anything from anybody, so I'm probably not going to date anymore. And I don't care because blah, blah. Okay, whatever. All right. So, last piece. And I'm out of your way. Is that cool? All right. Oh, shout out National Poetry Month. Who in here has been writing for National Poetry Month?
Not every day.
Not every day?
Not every day.
I mean, you ain't have to say that. Just say you was writing. So this next poem is actually a poem that I wrote for NaPoMo, and that is just like an abbreviation for National Poetry Month. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
My son likes putting puzzles together.
Yeah.
And I wondered where he developed this fascination for these carved out pieces. You see, when I gave birth to him, my life was one big puzzle, but I carved out pieces, hid them from him. I figured he was too young to understand them, but he was so close to me that he felt everything that I felt, found all of my broken pieces and laid them all out. He had it envisioned in his vision that putting things in their proper order was a part of his mission. One by one, he viewed each piece his image, and every day he worked on his puzzle, vowing not to stop until he was finished. My son, he loves putting puzzles together. And it amazes me, his amazement for putting these pieces in these empty spaces, space fillers. Kind of like all of the men that I had dealt with. I laid my pieces out on tables, hoping that what we did could create modern day fables, appalled when things fell apart, but we weren't connected. We didn't have a firm foundation from the start, yet somehow bringing broken pieces together to make a beautiful picture is what I had expected. Our pieces were too sporadically placed. I couldn't handle them being all over the place. When things got rough, we claimed we needed space, never tried to work it out. We found it easier to walk away. My son, he likes putting puzzles together. And it baffles me how he could create an image that he has never seen. Yeah. Use his genius to create a picture that is made up. But perhaps my son likes putting puzzles together. And it baffles me that he can create an image that his eyes have never seen. My son, give me a minute, yeah. All right. My son likes putting puzzles together. And it baffles me that he can create an image that his eyes have never seen, use his creative genius to create a picture that is made up, but perhaps this picture is a part of his makeup, given to me by intelligent design. My son could be the love that I have lost, redefined, helping me to see what I could never see because I was too broken, but he found the connection between my brokenness and my beauty. He came to abolish my misconceptions that men only come to leave things broken. He never heard the story of Humpty Dumpty, but he had a pure desire to put me back together again. He just wanted to remind me that I was beautiful. He wanted to remind me that I was still useful. He wanted to encourage me not to give in because everybody at some point in this life has experienced being broken. Our brokenness comes in different sizes, but if we hold on to our pieces, we can always be put back together again. My son, he loves putting puzzles together. And I love watching him do it because he ever so graciously reminds me that when you take one broken piece and connect it to other broken pieces, you will eventually create something beautiful.